DS Comics, Steve Waterman, White Whale Comics. It is good to see you guys. Welcome. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. In this live stream, we are going to open up this box and see if this key that I have ordered has arrived undamaged. And then I'll also be doing a couple of shout outs, some updates, and showing you guys an A-OK that was sent to me by a viewer of this channel. So I want to say a couple of hellos to some guys in here. DS Comics, Steve Waterman, White Whale Comics, Kingpin Comics. What's up? Who else is in here? Tony Sanders, how you doing? TJ Watson, it is good to see you, brother. If you guys get a chance, I want you to head over to check out TJ Watson's channel. This dude posted up on my page about 2 weeks ago. He put up this comment, and it was like a throwaway comment. And at the end, it said something like, I've got 1,800 slabs. And I'm like, 1,800 slabs? It caught my attention. We had a brief exchange. I head over to his channel. I start taking a look at the stuff that he's put together. And the guy has an impressive collection. So if you guys get a chance, go by, check out TJ Watson. If you like slabs, like I put out a couple of slab videos, right? I show some 9.8, some 6s, some 4s, some 2s. I go all the way down, right? But I don't have mounds of slabs around me. But if you like slabs, check out TJ. All right. Johnny Dakota, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Who else is in here? John's Comics with Kids. John's Comics with Kids is giving a shout out to White Whale Comics here because he put out a video about Vision and Scarlet Witch. And just from the title of that video, I know that there was like some dry wit and humor in that one. So I want to head over and actually check that one out myself. As soon as I finish this video with you guys, I'm actually going to head out of here, go hit the gym. And while I'm in the gym, I will throw on YouTube and actually will listen to some videos in my headphones while I'm training. Hulk Nuts, how you doing? Hopefully Hulk Nuts will get a chance to hook up this weekend, brother. I'm gonna have the wife pull some stuff from inventory tomorrow, confirm that I have everything that you're looking for, and then I'm hoping like Saturday morning we might be able to hook up. So I'll be in touch with you for sure. All right. Comic Books NYC, how you doing? All right, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that today I was able to hit the post office. I dropped off all of the prizes for the trivia night that we did on Sunday night. So all of that stuff is out the door. But I also sent off something very special to my buddy Thanatos, Matt over in Colorado. I sent over to him the 2 blank sketch covers that we are going to start moving around the YouTube community to get various YouTubers to sign. So Matt, those are coming your way, brother. So stay tuned for that. One of the things that I want to mention is that this thing that I'm trying to do is something I've never done before. And what I'm really trying to do is to kind of keep it tight. And so what I want to do is to only have active YouTubers to participate in the signing of the blank sketches, right? A couple of guys that we know, that we watch, and then the goal is to take one of those books and give it back to the community, to give it to someone who is not a YouTuber, right? And it's kind of like a gesture to give back to the community. So at some point, however, in the future, if we are able to make this one work, maybe what we'll do is to do something similar and open it up to YouTubers and non-YouTubers alike. So stay tuned for that. I hope to be able to make that one happen at some point in the near future. All right. Let me check this out. Yes, White Whale Comics. Very good point. I know what you're talking about, brother. Very good. Very good. All right. So I want to give a shout out. So we did trivia night on Sunday. That was our second trivia night. After the first trivia night that we did about a week prior to, one of you guys, a winner, reached out to me and said, Reggie, thank you very much for the books that you sent. I want to send some books back to you as a thank you, right? And that was completely unexpected. It's not something that I asked for people to do, but it was nice that this person extended that that gesture to me, and I really appreciate it. And it was Tracy is Best. Tracy is actually a 2-time winner. He won a week ago, and then he just won on Sunday, so I've sent off several books to him. But in return for my gift that I sent to him, he sent me a couple of books. He sent me Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, and the Fantastic Four, which I think is really cool. And this is Marvel Team Up number 100, a very cool book that I did not have in my collection. So this one's really cool. I will enjoy reading this one. And then he also sent me, because I am an Amazing Spider-Man fan, he sent me Amazing Spider-Man number 189. Again, another book that I did not have in my collection. And to me, it doesn't matter what the Amazing Spider-Man book is. I want it. And so Tracy is best, brother. I appreciate you sending these books to me. It was unexpected, but greatly appreciated. So thank you very much. All right. And I'll put those over in my boxes momentarily. All right. All right. So great rabbit hole to go down. Where do you go? Shadow Sniper, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Are you going to have anytime soon that you have in your collection going to show off? Yeah, Ruben. So we're actually going to do an unboxing right now. So I've gotten a little smarter. Somebody pointed out in several of my videos, I show my address, and I'm not too worried because I have a moat around the house so no one can actually get to me. But I actually took the time this time to be smart and blacked out the address of myself and also of the shipper. But this was a box that was sent to me. It arrived the other day, and we are going to unbox this thing. And I want to tell the story behind this thing. You guys all know about the storms that hit the East Coast a few weeks ago. A buddy who I talked to on a regular basis was adversely affected by the storms. He needed to do some repairs on his house. And like many people, he tries to look for things to come up with the funds instead of tapping into savings and things like that. And so he basically made me an offer on one of his books. It was an offer I could not refuse because I really wanted the book. I just hadn't really gotten around to buying it. But it was one of those situations where it was a win-win for everybody involved. My buddy got what he needed to be able to make the repairs to his house, and then I was awarded a wonderful book. But as you guys know, United States Postal Service hates comics, and so they did a number on this box. But he assured me that there was plenty of packing material, and sure enough, there are stacks of, make sure I don't throw anything good away. There are stacks of cardboard and bubble wrap in here that I think everything is okay. So I think that this is a little gift. And then the real prize is right here, and we are not going to look at that yet. Let's open up this little prize here. Steve says it looks like the box has been to hell and back. Brother, it went to the United States Postal Service, which is essentially the equivalent of that. My post lady, as she walked the stairs to my house and I opened the door for her, she said, "You guys are killing me." And mind you, when I moved in, I told her, we get a lot of packages at this house. And I think she thought I was exaggerating, but she has learned over the last 3 months that I don't exaggerate. So between my comic book habit and my wife's Amazon habit, I think we give our mail lady a good run for her money. So I'm not quite sure what these books are. So this will be a complete, oh, that's, wow. That's cool. I love it when people give extras. All right, so I think this is a Mike, is it a Adam Hughes cover? You guys tell me. I think this is an Adam Hughes cover. I think I've seen Thanatos show this book off. You guys tell me. I think that's what this is. I missed the book, did I? Oh man, did I? Are you sure? I don't think there's anything in there. Let's look. I don't think there's anything in there. No, there's nothing in there. Nothing. It looks like a book, but it's not. And then this stack is, this is just a stack of stuff taped together. Yeah, there's nothing in there. I was careful. You guys had me freaked out there for a minute. But yeah, I think this is a Adam Hughes Spider-Man cover. I think, isn't there one with like Mary Jane on the other cover? And this one is Gwen, I think. That's cool. I did not have this book. I think this one's really cool though. I'll have to check that one out. I don't know much about this one, to be honest with you. I've seen a couple of people show it. People are pretty excited about it. So I'm definitely pleased to have it. It's actually in really good shape. So that's cool. And then he also threw in, I've seen this cover a couple of times, but did not pick it up. It is Amazing Spider-Man Land cover 798. So that's pretty cool. I did not have this one either. So that's a pretty cool cover. I've seen this one around for a while. I thought it was Unnatural. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one. Yep, so this one's cool. This is a cool book. He gave a couple of nice really freebies, so I appreciate that. All right, so let's crack this one open. So a long time ago when I first started my YouTube channel, I held off for probably 2 months before I finally gave up. And what is he saying? I got that, picked it up at the Fan Expo Dallas. Very nice, Kingpin. I made a 2018 want list. And I think I had 10 books on the list. I have purchased, I want to say 7 of those books. This would be the 8th book on that list. And to be honest with you, I was kind of slowing down. You know, I still have a couple more months left in the year, so I wasn't really, I was on a breakneck pace the first 6 months or so. And I've kind of slowed down just a little bit. But again, because of the situation, I decided to go ahead and pick this one up. So the post office is nicer and cheaper if it uses boxes. It's okay. Okay. This one's cool. It's not perfect. I'll tell you that, and I'll explain in just a second. But it is, in light of a recent video that I did and a trailer that was just released, this is perfectly timed. It is Uncanny X-Men number 101, the appearance of the Phoenix, origin and first appearance of the Phoenix. And this one is really cool. I actually read this one for the first time a couple of days ago. And the Phoenix is in it for like 2 pages, maybe, right? She like pops out of the water like this, and then she goes into a coma. I was so disappointed because I had never read the story, but I knew the book was coming, so I wanted to read it. And I was so disappointed. So now I feel like I need to get 102 so I actually can see, hopefully, her come back, because I haven't read that one either. Now, the thing about this book is I was holding off getting it because I would see a lot of these books online. And they always were not wrapped the best. And that just bothered me, the fact that they weren't wrapped that well. And this one actually isn't wrapped that well. And again, the reason that I bought it was to help out another collector who was in a situation. So I decided to do it. Help me, help him kind of thing. But you can see here that the wrap isn't perfect. There is a lot of white over here. And I looked through a lot of these books when I was really in the hunt for one, and I just could not find one that was perfectly centered. I see here that DS Comics says that ETA Nick has the only perfectly centered issue. I mean, it is a really, you can find them, and you can find them in great grades, but to get it centered, I mean, look, that is barely hanging on the edge of that, you know? It's just, it's a 9.4, yeah, but the wrap isn't quite what you want it to be, you know? So I don't know. I mean, it's still a really cool book. You know, I was actually, funny thing is I watched a video this morning of Chris Claremont on Sci-Fi, and he was talking about his characters and how he creates them and all that good stuff. And it was just timely that popped up in my YouTube feed as this book was sitting under this desk for like the last day, waiting for this video for today. So definitely a cool book. Crawford Mason, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Bad Rap or Not, an amazing book. Iconic. TJ Watson, that's some bright side thinking right there, my friend. You are correct. And Comic Books NYC is making the comment that ETA Nick's collection makes him weep. I think ETA Nick is sitting on just some crazy stuff. At one point he said, I have just about everything, so I'm not really buying anything. And it was just, and I don't think he was being braggadocious. I think that he was just telling the truth. I think he's been in this thing for a while. Johnny Dakota's asking if a bad miswrap can be fixed. I don't think so, bud. And I say that because if you look, the staples are right there on the edge of the book. So I don't think that like with like a spine roll, you can roll it. I think that's just, it's done, right? It is just done. I think you just have to get a book that has a better wrap, because this one is essentially what it is. So I don't know. Any more of a miswrap, and that could have been the only blank. RB3, you are a nut. You are a nut. Yeah, and to the point that we're trying to make here, myself and Whitewell, is that it's different from like a spine roll where you can roll it back, you know, and press it and flatten it. I think that this is just a really bad wrap. I mean, I think the only way to fix it would be to remove the staples, shift the book, but then if you were to shift it, you would have exposed pages over here because now it's been pulled this way. So I don't think there really is a way to fix this. I guess the cool thing is, you know, it's still a 9.4. It is still a iconic book, and it really is, for all of me picking on it, still a gorgeous cover, right? There is no doubt about that one. And we'll have to figure out whether this one goes on the wall. What do you guys think? What do you think? Do we put X-Men 101 on the wall? And if so, what do we take down? Because that's always the tough part. What do you take down if you put something up? That is always my challenge. ETA Nick, Fort Knox of comics, no doubt. And it is a newsstand there, Tony Sanders, so that is a bright spot. Pope, how you doing, brother? Yeah, okay, so I'm hearing somebody take the, Gambit down. Third row. No, we are not going third row. And we can't go third row because I have children that are in the 95th percentile in height, and they are very young and don't know the difference between trash and expensive comic books. So I heard take NYX down. I also heard someone take Gambit down. So take Deadpool down. Gorilla, how you doing, brother? So we hear take Eternals or Gambit down. That's a way bigger X-Men book than 266. Yeah, that is a very good point, especially at that grade, because that one's only a 9.0. Maybe if it were higher. I saw someone with a 9.8 of that today. TJ Watson is saying an electrified third row. Brother, my wife would have my head. Let me tell you that. She is a tough woman. All right, Tracy is best. You missed your shout out, brother. Tracy is saying take NYX down. Los, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. RB3 says get rid of the side walls and expand the wall back. I wish, brother. NYX too modern for that wall. Andy, that's a good point. Welcome to the chat. I don't think I've seen your name before, and if I have, I apologize, brother. Don't front on me. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, the side walls are bare, brother, and it's for a reason, right? So over here is a window, but I have some space on either side of the window that will use some decoration. There is a wall here that has my whiteboard with all of my video ideas and books to buy written up there. And then I have my front wall. So let's just say that there is something or some things that are coming that will probably go on these side walls. The front wall will probably look like the back wall, and this wall will probably have raw books, probably in the same format, because I have raw books that I like to put up, especially like as they're waiting to go off to be slabbed at CGC. So we'll probably use the front wall maybe for raw books, maybe. I'll think about that a little bit more. But there are some cool things that are coming that I'll be unboxing for you guys very, very soon. JD, brother, you missed a lot. I mean, I gave you a shout out and everything, and you just missed it all. Go horizontally above the road. I could. Colossus, you are a nut. Question, what is the next book? You mean the next book that I'm going to buy? Is that the question? Oh, have no walls, just stacks of short boxes. Yeah, I have stacks of short boxes as well. I have that as well. Brother, we have no bat wangs in this room at all. Yeah. All right, so let's recap real quick. So I want to give another shout out to Tracy is Best. Tracy was one of the first winners of our trivia night. And he actually, I I guess in exchange for the gifts that I sent him for winning trivia night as one of our 9 winners, I think, he actually sent a couple of books back to me, and I absolutely appreciate it. He sent me a fantastic copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 189. As you guys know, huge fan of Spider-Man, so definitely pleased to have this book because I did not have it in my collection, and it is a newsstand copy that will go right back there in my ASM boxes. And then he also sent me a really cool Marvel team up, number 100, Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four. This is a really cool book, so I'm super excited about that. I'll probably read both of these before I put them away, but these are cool. I think it's a Frank Miller maybe cover, so that's cool. And then the big mystery was my comic that I purchased going to be damaged or not? And so we just unboxed that. Before I get to that, let me say it is TJ Watson. It is not My Little Pony. Omega Comics. It is not Submariner. I'll show you guys in a second. Daniel, welcome to the chat, brother. It is good to see you. Sure, boss. All right, so what it was is the guy that I picked it up from, he sent me a couple of really cool books. He sent me Amazing Spider-Man because everybody knows that I am an Amazing Spider-Man fan. He sent me a land cover. It looks like this one says Texas Children's Hospital. I'll have to look it up and figure out what the connection is. Guessing some proceeds went to Texas Children's Hospital. It is Amazing Spider-Man 798, and it is a variant, a really cool book. JD is saying it is a charity book. Yep. So that's a really cool book that I did not have in the collection. So that's cool. And then he also sent me an Adam Hughes book. I'm not even sure what number this is, but I've seen several people talk about this book. Not even sure. Just Say Ah is what it says at the top. Oh, so it's, oh, there we go. It's Peter Parker 300. Just Say Ah. So that's cool. So he sent that because I did not have this book. So that's definitely cool. I picked up a couple of those Peter Parker 300 variants, but I did not pick that one up. And then the big book was this one right here. It is Uncanny X-Men number 108, old CGC case number, 9.4. So that's definitely cool. This book was on my want list from the beginning of 2018 and is finally in my collection. Tried to help a buddy out with this one, and so that's why I ended up picking this book up. But I'm super pumped about this book. It's very cool. No, I know JD. I know that that's his signature, the ah. I just thought it was cool because it says Just Say Ah. So that's cool. So yeah, this is a cool book. Again, I actually just read the story the other day on this book, and a little disappointing because I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe to see a lot more of the Phoenix in the book. And it was really just only a couple of panels where she kind of showed herself, and then she was in a coma for the rest of the issue. So I want to pick up or read, I should say, 102 to kind of see if she comes back there. But definitely interested in reading more about this because I've been holding off until I had the book, or at least had purchased the book before reading the story. So just read that last night. So super pleased about that to have that one. All right. So Los is saying he has almost the whole X-Men run from 94 to 1. That is impressive, brother. I can tell you, I don't have 94. I think the closest I have to Cockrum's start was 98, and I actually showcased that in another video. So I definitely want to scoop those other ones up. And it was I watched a video this morning with Chris on the Sci-Fi Channel, and he was basically talking about how he was basically doing X-Men and X-Men related titles for almost 20 years, right? It was a 17 or so year run on various X-Men related titles, and just think about the continuity that this man had across all of those titles across all those years. And what he said was, the interviewer was basically saying, tell me what your favorite story is. And Dave kind of said, I don't have a favorite story because it was all one story. It was essentially one long story that covered the X-Men, various titles like Wolverine and Excalibur and other titles that he touched, but it was essentially one long 17-year story. And I thought that was a beautiful way to kind of explain it, you know? And I would love to track down and get all of those books from his run, because I think that his storytelling is solid. The dude is a legend. He really is. So Los, if you have those, brother, that is awesome. Congratulations to you for that. All right. So just want to give you guys a reminder. We kicked off, or I should say, let me give you 2 reminders. I sent out all of the books for trivia night, so you guys should receive those in a couple of days if you were a winner. So be aware of that. We also kicked off an epic new thing that we are trying to do, which is where I send around 2 sketch cover books to YouTubers in the community to get them to sign on or sketch on and blah, blah, blah. Eventually the books will work their way back to me. I'll get them slabbed. I'll stick one horizontally on the wall of truth behind me, and then we're going to find a way to give the other one back to the community. So I want to make you guys aware of that we just started that. I just sent the books off to Matt over in Colorado, so I'm hoping that he will be able to get them, sign them, and send them off to Comics with Bueller very, very soon. The other thing is, I want you guys, if you can, to come back and join me on Friday of this week. I am going to be doing an announcement. I think it's going to be a cool announcement. It is open to everyone in the world. Unlike Trivia Night prizes, this one is going to be something that is available to everyone across the world. So my hope is that you guys will join me about 7:30 or so on Friday. And then I'm also going to be releasing another video or 2 later this week. So you guys stay tuned for that. All right. So let me get caught up with the chat before I get out of here. RBT almost bought some Heritage Auction Sunday. Yeah. Those things are dangerous. Picked up some early Golden Age DC and Timely stuff recently. Congrats on that, Comic Books NYC. You guys are hanging out with DS Comics too much, man. He will spend up your money with that Golden Age stuff in a heartbeat. DS Comics, hopefully you got some videos coming out soon, brother, where you're going to show what you picked up at Baltimore Comic-Con. I know you did a couple, lots of posts on Instagram, but hopefully you'll be coming out with a video sometime soon. It'd be cool. And Tracy is best. Yes, brother. I typically always go on around 7:30 or so Pacific time. So that is where I am, and I try to hold to that. Oh, you already did. I'll have to check that out. I haven't been on YouTube much today, so I'll have to go over and swing by and check that out. I'm headed to the gym shortly, so I will try to check that out. So last thing I will say is, if you guys can give this video a thumbs up. I know many of you are looking at it on your mobile phones, because I know a lot of people do mobile phone stuff. You have to close out of the chat by hitting the X. You then go back to the main screen where you still see me at the top. You can hit the thumbs up, and then you can hit live chat again to come back into the chat feature. But thank you guys in advance for those thumbs up, and thank you for spending a small part of your evening with me. I know you guys have a lot of options when it comes to like how you want to spend your time, so I'm glad you guys decided to hang out with me for just a little bit. All right, take care, and I appreciate it.